We're now pleased to be joined on the call by the head coach at the University of Maine, Jordan Stevens. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning. A really great effort by your team on Saturday down in Miami, come up just short, 14-12 at FIU. As you've gone back and looked at a little bit of film, just give me your impressions on your team's effort in the game.
Yeah, really feel like we were a physical team, and the guys played consistently throughout the game, and I was really pleased with the overall execution for being game one. I thought we battled throughout the game. Obviously, came up short, in the end, but really happy to see our defense do a great job throughout the game. Really in the second half, getting a shutout in the second half, and then we were able to get down the red zone and we were able to score in the second half. Came up short in the third quarter, but never really were able to get back down in there in the fourth quarter, and that's what kept us from being in position to get, really just get a field goal to win the game.
First question this morning from Larry Mahoney. Good morning, Larry.
Morning, Rob. Can you hear me? Morning, Rob. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now, Larry. That's good.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. All right. We'll see if Larry gets in a minute. Jordan, you talked about the performance of statistically, you guys outgained them 378 through 305, 27 first downs to 14. Let's start, like you said, on the defensive side. Not only the shutout, but you hold them to 13 rushing yards and force 3 turnovers. What were you able to do so well?
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job of just in the run game, keeping the ball in front of us, and we had some variations that we had up front, but still within our base defense, and we're able to get off the field on third down. A number of critical third downs, we were able to get off the field. We were, I think they went for on fourth down 3 times. I think we were 100% on fourth down on defense, so that's always great. And one of them was in the low red zone. So, really just happy with that, how that group responded, and how they've come together. So expect really big things to build off of there throughout the rest of the season.
All right, got a couple others. Larry, are you able to get through? Go ahead, Larry.
You got me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Coach, obviously, Coach, fourth down and 3 at their 6-yard line. You went for it instead of kicking the field goal. What was the thought process that went into that? And if you had to do it over, would you have taken the field goal or what?
No, we were in the third quarter there. I think, at that time, we want to be aggressive and we want to, score touchdowns. So we're in the third quarter with a lot of football left, and felt good about how we were running the ball, and felt good about how we were playing on defense, knowing that we were able to get back down there. Unfortunately, we didn't. So, wouldn't change much there, but just think we, I put the trust in the players to come through in those moments and have the belief in them. So I want them to know that too, and we're going to continue to be aggressive.
How about Keenan? Obviously, you got to be pleased with a true freshman.
Yeah, Tristan's really just been impressed with him and how he's carried himself, as a teammate here, and since he got here in the summer and into now, and seeing his production on Saturday was great to see, and he's a guy that brings the same attitude every day. So we're really fired up about Tristan and the work he's done, and he will continue to improve.
Is Banks long-term injury, or is it just for this weekend?
I can't comment on that, but he's doing well. He's fine. He's in good spirits. So we'll take it day to day.
Okay. Thank you.
Jordan, your next question from Adam Kirkton. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Jordan. Adam Kirkton here from New England Football Journal. I know no moral victories in football, but do you come out of that game feeling good about yourselves with how well you played in so many parts of it?
Yeah, definitely feel good about how we played. That's really we need to get in a position where we're closing out games and winning games. I think that was a game we we felt like we should have won, and we did not. Obviously, we didn't execute well enough to win the game in the end. But we're going to be on the other side of those moving forward, and we're going to be in a position where we are on the winning end of those, and that just that's what we're talking about. We're upfront about that, and we're continuing to push forward. So happy with the start, not happy with the outcome, but there's progress to be built on there.
Thanks.
Jordan, you talked about Tristan just a little bit with Larry, but did you know what you had to put a true freshman out there against an FBS opponent right out of the gate, and see him carried the load 24 times? And I know you also got a good game from John Gay, but were you surprised at all by his performance, or had you seen enough through camp that you felt like that was coming?
Yeah, of that first year group, I mean, Tristan has certainly stood out with his production in camp, his adaptability, his ability to make plays on his own. He's got great balance, footwork, his feet don't stop. He's a tough kid too, and runs really hard. So if there was one guy in the game I felt really good about with the ball in his hand, he had the turnover, but I think that's that's something that can happen with a young guy on the field in his first college football game, and he got that corrected, and we came right back to him. So there's a lot of trust there in Tristan, and I think that trust will continue to build and continue to grow.
Got a question this morning from Travis Lee. Good morning, Travis. Travis, you're on mute. There you go.
Sorry about that. Hey, Jordan, sometimes there can be a hangover effect when you play up a level, and obviously you guys match their physicality, but how'd you guys, you do anything differently this week with practice, to maybe account for that, or is it just kind of go on as normal?
Yeah, thanks, Travis. We got back around 5 a.m., 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. So yesterday was really just meetings. We didn't get outside. Today we're game playing. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning on the field. But that was kind of planned, knowing we were going to have a early Sunday morning arrival back here to campus. But we're in pretty good shape coming out of that game, and stayed relatively healthy. I mean, that was a 4-hour game, so it was a long game, which was kind of unexpected, knowing the new clock rule. But it was a long game, and probably the longest we've been on the field. Looking at practices and just our preparation to be down there, and it was 90+ degrees, outside with humidity. I thought our players handled it really well. I thought our athletic training staff did a great job, and just our preparation going into playing in Miami in the first weekend in September, we did a nice job with that, and it kind of shows now because we made it out pretty healthy.
Jordan, obviously a big test again this week with a trip to North Dakota State, who's been one of the preeminent FCS program here for a decade or more. How did this game come about, and how excited are your guys to have an opportunity to play them?
Yeah, this game was on the schedule when I got here in December 2021. So something that's been on the books for a couple of years now. Really excited to get out there, and about the week of preparation we have. This will be a huge challenge for our football program, and North Dakota State presents a number of challenges, not only with their personnel, but with their scheme. And these guys play hard and play physical, so and they play in a tough environment. So we're definitely have our hands full, but we're excited about the challenge and excited to get to work this week on North Dakota State.
The opportunity you touched on a little bit, the fact that they play in that dome. Is there any way to sort of prepare for that situation? And have you ever coached a game in a dome situation like that, or is there anything special you can do to get ready?
No, I think the closest thing I've been is Northern Iowa, but not the Fargo Dome. So we haven't experienced that, and we don't have anyone on our staff that has been out there. So that will be a new environment for all of us. Just trying to make sure we are as prepared as we can be through practice and noise, and managing that in practice. I think that's something we can control, is getting our guys prepared. But yeah, just like I said, I mean, just looking forward to a great week of prep for them. This is a team that is they're a team that has been on a record-breaking run here. So just really looking forward to the challenge.
All right, Jordan, thanks so much as always for your time this morning. Safe travels to Fargo, and we'll talk to you next Monday.
Thanks, Rob. See you next week.
All right, thank you.